What's up, everyone?
Stop that ship! Blast them!
Absolutely world class.
What's up, everyone? Two-Way Games here with another Division video on the factions. This last one we'll be doing, this is on the LMB, which is most definitely the coolest faction in the game, considering they're the fascist faction.
Alright, so a little bit of the backstory on the LMB, otherwise known as the Last Man Battalion. They're led by Charlie Bliss, and they are a private military group that was hired by a lot of rich people in Manhattan, mainly Wall Street brokers, to protect like some, I don't know, top secret papers and stock type stuff. So yeah, they actually requested a transfer out of New York because they saw how bad it was going to be, and of course their leader, as you know if you've played the Division, got a little antsy and got angry with the local authorities and took matters. Yeah, that's how he feel. But that took matters into his own hands and started taking over the place.
Alright, so the LMB are located pretty much in the northeastern sections of the map, such as Kips Bay, Murray Hill, Midtown East, and in the United Nations building, which is their headquarters, which is where the final mission of the game takes place.
Yes.
They're an occupying force, so they're not necessarily like the other factions where they're just kind of going around wreaking havoc, whether or not they feel justified in that or not. They actually have sort of established a government. What their ultimate goal is fascist rule, but they've established a government. They enforce their law on the people that live in those districts, and so on and so forth. And you can tell them by the fact that they're pretty much the only enemies that actually look like they're military, and they're all super southern for some reason. And they like to say fire at will, but we don't know if that's just in our game. Also, we would formally like to protest the phrase fire at will for all people named Will out there that have had to deal with everyone shooting at them for their entire lives.
We got your back.
Wills unite.
Alright, so let's go over the types of enemies that you're going to deal with the LMB. You've got your basic classes that go across everyone, but some of these act a little different than normal. So your sniper, typical sniper, not much change there, just going to stay back and try and pick you off. Your rifleman, and that is your just average everyday LMB soldier, and they actually have flashbangs on top of just their M4s. You also have your scout, which is gonna run up on you with a shotgun, kind of like the rushers or whatever we called them for the Rikers. Just gonna rush up on you and try and take you out quick with their shotguns. And then also you have what we call a gunner, which they're armed with light machine guns, and they're just gonna, most of the time they'll pop up their gun onto a surface or the ground or like a table or anything like that.
They suck.
And yeah, and they'll just literally, even if you're behind cover, they'll just continually fire bullets, which you can usually take them out pretty easily once they start to reload.
Alright, by far the most annoying enemy in the LMB, and I believe it is unique to the LMB, is the medic, which they have the healing station skill, and they can put it down. If you ever walk into a room or an area where there's a lot of them, basically the entire ground is green, so kill them first. You have the engineer, which uses sentry guns and sometimes uses shotguns. They're not too bad, even though sentry guns always suck. You have squad leaders, which is pretty much your boss level enemy for them besides the actual bosses. And most of the time they're going to have a little logo over their head that you can tell that they're a squad leader. And lastly, the second most annoying enemy of the LMB is
the entire game.
Yeah, pretty much. Is the Grenadier. They have grenade launchers, and so don't think that you're sitting in cover for any extended amount of time. It makes you keep moving.
Yeah, and they'll shoot multiple grenades at you at a time. It'll just be like, boom.
Basically, you're going to be endlessly dive rolling until you kill them.
Yeah, pretty much. So strategy with the LMB. With this one, it's actually a pretty big deal to use strategy because in a few of the missions, I know Will and I, we actually would sneak past them instead of engaging them at first and get to a whole nother side of them before we even took them out. So there's that. You sneak on them a lot. Also, you want to take out the Grenadier and the medic first, because that just makes things easier instead of trying to shoot their little health station every time they pop one up.
Yeah, because they're going to throw another one right out.
Yeah, if you kill the medic, then that little thingy blows up eventually and you don't have to worry about it.
Really, you probably want to kill the Grenadier first.
Yeah.
I think I might have said the opposite a second ago.
Yeah.
But you want to kill the Grenadier first. Also with the LMB, they're the faction that you're going to have to use the most just regular strategy. You know, just think about it when you're fighting them, because they're going to use strategy. They're going to try to flank you and whatnot. So you're going to have to keep moving a little bit. You're going to have to take up a good position. You're going to have to use cover effectively.
Also, for their big boss, a lot of them have the, what's it called, like the mobile shield, or it's called the ballistic shield, and they'll throw that down. So if you're one person trying to take on that guy, I guess just keep moving. But it's a whole lot easier when you have teammates, because if you flank them and get on completely opposite sides of them and always move to where you're always on opposite sides of them, those guys are insanely easy to take down. But watch out if you're just taking them head on, because if you shoot that ballistic shield, I've gotten ricocheted bullets to come back and hit me. So it's really hard just taking them one-on-one. But if you have multiple agents, just stay surrounding him and it's very easy.
Alright, so thanks for watching the video. If you found this entertaining or informative or helpful in any way,
like it!
And subscribe for more videos like this and not like this at all. If you like us or hate us, subscribe so you continue doing that. Leave us a comment. Tell us what we can improve on, what we can do better, what we can do worse, how amazing we are, how horrible we are, and bye.